2/3 times 1/4. What I want you to do, pause the video and see if you can do that. Yes, pause the video, take 30 seconds, or in your head, see if you can do it. Okay, so you should have paused the video to go. What I'm going to do first, I'm just going to write the answer, okay? And then, let's see if you got it wrong, where's the answer going to come from, okay? And see if you can figure out where the answer, how we got the answer. So there's the answer. Those of you that know some asking little questions, simplified would be 1/6, okay? So, if you didn't know the answer, I didn't get that, pause it, have a quick think, see where it comes from, so you can spot a pattern anywhere a link. Okay, so you should pause, have a little think about it. So how we got that then? All we've basically done is multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So all we've done is 2 times 1 and 3 multiplied by 4. And that is basically where 2/12 has come from. And then we've simplified that to get 1/6. I will do another video on simplifying fractions, but in this one, just mainly focus on the multiplying fractions part. Okay, so, and that's it for that question. Right, if you didn't get this one, but now you've got a bit of an example here, try this one. Let's try and do 3/4 times 2/5. So pause that and have a go. Right, should pause it now to go. I'll just put the answer on now. So the answer is 6/20. Simplified will be 3/10. So pause it, you're going to get the answer. Have a see how I got the answer so you can figure it out. Maybe you got this bit but didn't quite simplify it. Okay, so pause it so you can do that. Okay, right, all I've done yet again, multiply the numerator and multiplied the denominator. Right, this time let's change up a minute. So let's box this off. So it's another type of question. So what about if we've got something like 3/5 multiplied by 4? What do we think that would be? So I'm over here so you can see it properly. So pause the video, have a go at that. Okay, so the answer, what you should have got on this is 12/5 on this one. Okay, so that might have confused some people, but pause the video and let's see if you can spot that link where I've got from. Okay, so the difference this time, you haven't got 2 separate fractions, you've got 1 fraction and you've got just 4 whole ones, okay. But what we can do, to help you see it, is change that also to a fraction. Yeah, so 4/1. Remember, the line of fraction, I'll just point this one over here. I'll go on about this. I said in the last video, my students, to get this message every single lesson, means divide. Yeah, really important. You have to know that and understand it, okay? Very important. The fraction line means divide. So it's 4 divided by 1 is 4. Yeah, 4/1 is exactly the same as just 4. But now that is similar to that. So all you do, or I did just then, is 3 times 4, and 5 multiplied by 1. And that is all I've done to get that. Those who want to take our next step, maybe some of you did this, pause the video, convert that to a mixed number. Let's see if you remember that from a previous video. Okay, so you should pause it and have a go. As a mixed number, so only 5 is going to 12, that is 2 and 2/5 left over. Most important, this is the skill of just the multiplying fraction. The simplifying is just a bit of a bonus because it can ask that in questions, simplify your answer, or turn it into a mixed number. Yeah, that can come up. Right, have a go at this one. So let's say we have 3/7 multiplied by 2. So let's see if you know the answer to that one. Pause the video, have a go. Okay, should have paused it and had a go. So on this one, I'll just put the answer is 6/7 is the answer. Pause it if you didn't get it, so you can use spot what I've done to get the answer. Another way to think about this as well, it's basically 2 lots of 3/7, and that's another way I've got 6/7 from. So like before, you can put fraction line and 1, so I've just done 3 times 2, make that a bit neater, 7 times 1, and got 7. This is fully simplified, so you can't simplify it anymore. So there's that type of question you can have. You can also have something like this. So you can also get it as maybe a mixed number. So you could have 2 thirds times, let's go for 3.5. Yeah, you can have something like that. So pause the video, have a go at that one, so you can get it. Right, this time I'm going to go through the steps on this one. So what I'd always say to my students is any mixed numbers, convert them to improper fractions first. So you keep the multiply here, keep that as 2/3 even. So 3 times 2, add 1, that'll be 7/2. And now this looks something like this. And then you just go 2 times 7 and 3 multiplied by 2. So then that then equals 14/6. Yeah, 14/6. And then if you want to pause the video so you can convert that to a mixed number, go ahead. So that will then be 2 and 2/6, which simplifies again to 2 and 1/3. So there's a lot of different types of fraction questions for you. What I'll do, I'll leave one here. It's the last one, similar to this one. So let's say you've got 4 and 1/3 times by, let's do a nice one, let's go 3. Yeah, we'll do a whole one. So pause the video, have a go at that. Right, so I'm just going to box this off here just so we don't get confused, okay? Right, let's have a quick go with this one. So, mixed number as I said before, convert to an improper fraction. So 4 times 3 is 12, add 1, that's 13/3, times that by 3. Remember, our whole numbers, or if you want it really fancy, an integer, because that means whole number in maths, integer. So basically it's a number that's not a decimal, over 1, and I just multiply it across. So 13 times 3 is 39, 3 times 1 is 3. Here we go now. So convert that to a mixed number. So pause the video, I've got that one. Hopefully in this one you've seen that actually 39, remember that line of fraction? Means divide. 39 divided by 3 is 13. Yeah, so that one doesn't actually convert to mixed, and that's just as it is. I wonder if any of you have seen that, okay? So, I hope this really helps, and you've got a lot of different types of questions here. They're always on an exam. You'll always get either like, with a whole number as well, where it's a fraction and an integer, or they always put mixed numbers on there as well. And they can be 2 or 3 mark questions, so they are worth, getting right early on in an exam paper as well. And it does build your confidence getting it. This is primary school and high school. Yeah, you've got to know it. It's really important. So I hope you like that video, Maths with Jacko. Take care. Make sure you subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the free videos. Put any messages or comments on the videos if you want me to cover anything specific, and I can make sure to do that. Other than that, take care, and I'll see you next time on Maths with Jacko.